All right, just about to get back on trail here at Wind Gap and getting dropped off. There's some other hikers getting on. We'll ride back here and we're gonna hit the trail today. Maybe do 16 to Delaware Gap, maybe do 20 to a campground just past it, but the campground doesn't have water, so I'll just have to make up my mind. 16 is a little short, but it doesn't look like there's much beyond that as far as shelters and things, so I'll figure it out when I get there. All right, I'm about to hit the trail. All right, so finally on a little section of trail where I can film and not be too worried about breaking an ankle or my neck. But yeah, so last night I ended up going to that hostel that I mentioned I saw at Smith Gap, and I guess I didn't really read too carefully, but it was kind of cool. When I got picked up, it was by another YouTuber who I had been watching right before I left. His name was Not Today, and I think his channel is Andrew Live Life or Andrew Live Live. I think Andrew Live Life, but he's a real nice guy, and he did the shuttle, and I guess he owns the hostel, and he had told me it's under renovation, so I guess they're just opening it up. And you know, there's some work that definitely still needed to be done, a couple issues that he needs to fix, but when it's up and running, I bet it'll be a real nice place in a spot that doesn't really have a lot of hostel options available. So yeah, it was good. The price was by donation, and the shuttle was 40 bucks, but I think he's really still working out his pricing, because like I said, it's kind of brand new. I think it's only been accepting any guests for a week or two. But yeah, so that was cool, and just stayed there for the night. No laundry, no Wi-Fi, so those were two downsides, but like I said, I knew that going in, so not a big deal. And then on the bad news, I seem to have lost my orange towel slash flag. I bet it's probably in the back of his truck. But yeah, I was climbing the mountain or hill this morning and went to wipe my brow and noticed it was gone. So not a huge deal. I got it for free, I'm pretty sure, but it's gonna kind of be annoying in the summer months not having it since it's getting hot. Anyway, I'm hiking, and we'll see where we get to. All right. Okay, so I'm climbing over this giant boulder ridge, and my last water bottle lasted 1,300 miles. Got a small hole in it, so I got this new bottle, and it has lasted one day, and it's 1 liter instead of 1.5. It fell out of my pack on the boulder, smashed on a rock, and busted a hole in the bottom, so all the water leaks out. So now I guess that helps me make my decision, because I have to go into town. I do have one other bottle. Fortunately, I packed one out, so I'm okay. But now I need a water bottle, so I guess I'm definitely stopping in town, and that's very frustrating because I did throw out my other bottle. So, all right, maybe I can find another 1.5 liter bottle and get lucky. Break here at this view down over the Delaware River, and there's a highway which I can see a big backup. That makes me happy to be hiking. But I just met a couple of 4-day hikers, 3 of whom had never met a thru hiker before, and they were pretty excited to meet one, which was cool. It's funny because it started, I was talking to the one guy. I was like, are those 1.5 liter smart water bottles? He says, yeah, people have been making fun of me for having such big bottles. And I told him I've been looking for one for 600 miles. Can't find them anywhere. So he said he got them at the Stop and Shop. So I'm gonna look for one at the Stop and Shop if I can find one. But so anyway, the one guy says, wow, you've been out here for 600 miles. I was like, well, I've been looking for a water bottle for 600 miles. Been out here almost 1,300 miles. And he was pretty excited about that. So it was kind of cool. Said I was the first thru hiker he'd ever met, and shook my hand. So little story, but funny. And now hopefully I can find one of those water bottles. I was secretly hoping he might offer to give me one of them. He had 2, but no such luck. All right, 2.5 miles downhill into town, and it's gonna be pretty early, pretty short day, but I'm just gonna try to edit and upload videos so I don't run out. All right. So I got to town Delaware Water Gap, and I saw Rayman, and he said there was a free church hostel, and I considered staying there, but I had already booked this room and given my deposit, so I just stayed here even though it was really expensive. Most expensive hotel room I've had. $100 for a room at the Clarion. But I also thought this was interesting. So they have this picture here on the wall, so they must know there's thru hikers, because this is obviously just a picture of the AT in Pennsylvania. But otherwise, it's a pretty decent room, I guess. I don't know if it's a $100 room, but it's got a couch and a bed. So this is where I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna do some videos, get some pizza, hang out here tonight, and I might zero tomorrow at the church hostel since it's free. All right. Well, there's another good reason to get a room. It is pouring and thunderstorming outside, and it looks pretty windy. It was really windy before. And I was talking to the guy at the front desk, and he asked me if I was just staying the night, and I told him I think so, because it's pretty pricey. And he knocked 25 bucks off for me. So it never hurts to talk to people. And I may end up zeroing tomorrow. 75 a night is much more reasonable. So we'll just see how far I get. But man, it's really coming down out there. I'm glad I'm not on trail. It's pretty scary when it gets all windy up there with all the trees. All right.